Good morning everyone. I'm Kajal and today we are going to discuss the next chapter for the 7th class students. So I have brought one new topic, one new chapter for the 7th class students. So we are going to discuss your 4th chapter, excretory system, today. And what do you mean by excretory system, or what do you mean by excretion? Firstly, we will discuss about the term excretion. What do you mean by excretion? Excretion means removal of waste from the body. Okay, that is known as a excretion, means throwing out that waste from the body is excretion. Okay, excretory system, now what do you mean by it? Excretory system is a system that is working to throw the waste from our body out and is responsible to maintain the body as well as their functioning too. So that is the function of excretory system. Excretory system also include the 4 type of organs: lungs, kidneys, the lungs, kidneys, skin or the liver. These are the 4 type of organs we will discuss in this chapter. So as I told you, excretory system is working for removal of the waste from our body in the form of sweat, in the form of carbon dioxide, in the form of urine, or in the form of other pigmentations. So by that way it is working. I'm going to show you the excretory organs. As I told you, there we are going to discuss about the 4 type of excretory organs. First is the lungs. Now lungs, kidneys, skin and the next one is the liver. We are going to discuss. First one, as I told you, lungs. Now which kind of excretion or which kind of waste they are throwing out from our body? You know that we are inhaling oxygen and we are exhaling carbon dioxide. A carbon dioxide is a kind of a waste in our body. If it is accumulated in our body in excess amount, then what it leads? It leads the suffocation in our body. We are not able to breathe properly, breathlessness will be there, or sometimes the person will be means it leads to the death of the person too, or the person will go to the coma also, means unconscious situation also. So that are the few disorders or few the common disorders by the accumulation of the carbon dioxide. So lungs, what is the function of lungs? Lungs are responsible to throw out the carbon dioxide from our body. So that is their function. Next one, the skin. Skin is an organ that is responsible to throw out the sweat from our body, and with the sweat it is also throwing out the excess urea, minerals or the salts that are present in excess amount in our body. They are throwing out that from our body. So sweat pores are there, sweat glands are there. If we talk about about our skin, I had shown you one diagram. The skin is having 2 type of layers, epidermis and dermis layer, and in the dermis layer the glands are present, sebaceous glands, sweat glands. Sweat gland, what is the function of sweat glands? Sweat glands are responsible to generate the sweat. They are taking the excess ureas and mixing it with the water, and afterward they are giving out that secretion in the form of sweat with the help of duct or sweat pore from our body out. Means from the on the skin sweat pores are present and sweat glands are secreting they are generating the sweat, and with the help of that sweat pores, that sweat is coming out from our body, and they are responsible to maintain our body temperature as well as maintaining the mineral and the salt in our body, as well as they are also throwing out the excess urea from our body, urea or uric acids. Next one is the liver or the spleen. Liver or spleen, what is their function? The liver or spleen are responsible to throw out or to send out the worn out or broken RBCs. RBCs having a less lifespan in our body. They are having a lifespan of 120 days only, and after 120 days the RBCs are dying in the liver or in the spleen. And what is their function? They are taking the their essential components from it, and rest things they are giving to the out, means giving to the secretion with the urine to come out from our body, and it is also responsible to give the color to the urine as well as to the facial matter of our body. So by that way the RBCs, worn out RBCs or the dead RBCs are coming out from our body. Next one, we are going to discuss about the kidneys. The fourth gland is the kidney, and about the kidney we will discuss in the urinary system itself, because the whole things is given in the urinary system. So basically we are going to discuss about the urinary system now. Urinary system having the organs. What are that organs of the urinary system? It consists of the kidneys, ureter, urinary bladder and the urethra. So these are the parts of the urinary system. How they are performing their function and what they are doing during their work. There is the diagram of the urinary system for you. Kidneys are there. How many kidneys are present in a body? 2 kidneys are there, and from the kidneys one tube-like projections are coming out that are known as the ureters, and that are responsible to join or combine the kidneys with the urinary bladder. And from the urinary bladder the urethra is there, and from the urethra that waste is coming out from our body while urination process. So by that way they are working. We are going to discuss firstly about the kidneys now. Kidneys are the bean shaped, and these are present two in our body. And what is the function? These are present either on the side of backbone and behind the stomach too. So this is the location of these ones. These are present on the either backbone or behind the stomach. What is their function and how they are doing their work? The kidneys are containing a specialized cells. That cells are known as the nephrons. What is the name of the kidney cells? Kidney cells are known as nephrons. I had shown you one diagram of a nephron, how they are performing their work and what filtration is occurring in the kidney. I'm going to show you. Firstly, you are able to see that the yellowish cup is there with that, and afferent arteriole, they had written glomerulus and Bowman's capsule. The afferent arteriole means artery that is responsible to take the blood from the whole parts of our body, and it is giving that blood to the fine capillaries. Means when it is entering to the nephron, it is dividing into fine capillaries or bundle of capillaries. It is forming that bundle of capillaries is known as the glomerulus, and that glomerulus is laid in the Bowman's capsule. A cup-like projection you are seeing, that is known as a Bowman's capsule, and these glomerulus are laid in it. The blood that is coming with the afferent arteriole is going firstly through the glomerulus, and in the glomerulus, because the size of the capillaries is very fine, so the filtration occur there, ultrafiltration occur there, and rest wastage is remained in the Bowman's capsule. It is also like a sieve. You know, we are using the sieve at our home, and the dust particles or the particles those are having the more size, they remained on the upper side of the sieve, and rest fine particles are remained in the rest are material or utensil where we are using that process. Okay, so like that way the blood is remained there and filtrate is coming in the Bowman's capsule after the filtration, this ultrafiltration. Afterward it is having it is consisting of a convoluted tube. Next part of this one is convoluted tube. One convoluted tube is there, one folded tube is there, that is known as a PCT or proximal convoluted tube. Proximal convoluted tube is connected with the U-shaped tube that is known as a loop of Henle. Okay, loop of Henle they had shown you, and loop of Henle again connected with the convoluted tube that is known as a distal convoluted tube, and that is again attached with the loop that is known as a collecting duct. Now, after the filtration, when it is going to the PCT, loop of Henle and DCT, here also the filtrate again absorbed or reabsorbed. Means you know that whenever we are taking the juice from a mixture, and in that also the filtrate remained in the some part of the mixture. If you touch that filtrate, that wastage or that peel of the fruits too, you will feel that in that also some juice is there. Okay, that means some kind of minerals is also remained that. Like that, the filtrate that remained in the Bowman's capsule, in that also several kind of minerals as well as several kind of essential components are present. So their filtration again takes place in the PCT, Henle, loop of Henle and DCT also. After this filtration, what happened? The remained part means a total wastage remained now, and that wastage is collected in the collecting duct or collecting tube, and from the collecting tube, this collecting tube is connected with the ureter, as I had shown you in the last diagram. From this process, the nephron is doing this process in the kidney itself, and from the kidney the collecting duct is connected with the ureter, and from the ureter, with the help of that ureter, that wastage is going to the urinary bladder, and from the urinary bladder, while urination, with the help of urethra, that wastage is coming out from our body. So by that way the urinary system works. Next one, we are going to discuss about the common disorders of the urinary system. There are the different disorders of the urinary system also, and several kind of diseases or disorders are also affecting these disorders too. We are going to discuss about the disorders of the urinary system. So for example, some as I told you, some diseases are also affecting these disorders, like diabetes, high blood pressure. How these are affecting these ones? Because you know what is the function of urinary system? To filter the blood, and when the sugar content, means the diabetes, the person is suffering with the diabetes, in that situation the blood sugar or blood glucose is more as compared to the normal person, then what will happen? The kidneys need to do the more efforts to filter that blood. In that situation also the kidneys get the harm. If we will give the extra burden on something, then definitely it will harm to that thing. Like that way the kidneys get harmed in that situation. The filtration process as well as the capillaries of the kidneys are totally harmed during the diabetes. Next one is the high blood pressure. High blood pressure also responsible for affecting the arteries or the capillaries of the kidneys, and it is also leading some kind of hemorrhage of the kidneys, and kidneys are totally affecting sometimes, so that are affecting the kidneys by that way. Next one, the common disorders. As I told you, there are the two type of common disorders. We are going to discuss only two type in this chapter. First is urinary tract infection, and the second one is kidney stones. First one, urinary tract infection. Now what do you mean by urinary tract infection? I had shown you one diagram in which one normal urinary system diagram is there, and second one is the infectious one. Now normal one, you are able to see that the urethra is normal, and if you talk about the infectious one, in which what is happening, inflammation occur in the urinary bladder. How it happened? You know that in our body, in our stomach part, the bacteria is present, and that bacteria is responsible for the digestion of our body. But if this bacteria will enter to our urinary bladder, then what is happening? It is attaching with the walls of our urinary bladder and is leading to the inflammation of the urinary bladder, and with the pain is there, as well as the persons are sometimes feeling the severe pain, and the blood is coming out with the urine too. So that is happening due to the attachment of that bacteria or entering of that bacteria in the urinary bladder. No doubt that bacteria not coming only in from the stomach too. Sometimes it is attached from the outside too. If the personal hygiene or proper hygiene is not there, then that bacteria are attaching from outside sources too with the urinary bladder, and they are going in the urinary bladder from the urethra, and they are doing these inflammations. Now what is the function of this? What is the name of this bacteria? This bacteria's name is Escherichia coli. So Escherichia coli is the bacteria that is present in our stomach, and sometimes when it is enter to the urinary bladder, it leads the inflammations, and that is known as a urinary tract infection. What are the symptoms? You will feel the severe pain while urination, as well as sometimes the blood is coming out. Next one is the kidney stones. You know that this is very common disease or disorder. Normally we are saying that we are having kidney stones. Now what do you mean by it? Kidney stones. Kidney stones means sometimes if the deposition of the calcium will be there in your any part of your body, that deposition leads a stone or hard matter, and that is known as a kidney stone. That is taking the form, or you can say that is converting in the form of a stone shaped, so that are known as the kidney stones. Kidney stones are may be present in the kidneys or in our urinary tract, as well as in the urethras, so that are present or that are going to any part of our kidney. that are known as the kidney stones. And if it sometimes you may have heard or you have seen also some patients kidney stones are totally blocked the path of their ureter. So in that situation they are not able to urinate properly, so there is severe pain and inflammations are there. Even that pain is not tolerable for the persons, so that is known as a kidney stones, and these are present in the urethras too, in the kidneys too, or in the ureters too. And if the kidney stones are smaller ones, then while urination sometimes they are coming out with the help of urethra too. So this is my topic. We have discussed about the urinary system in this chapter, as well as the excretory systems. There are different type of excretory organs: kidneys, skin, liver, as well as lungs, and their functions, how they are performing their function, and how they are doing their work. Next thing is that you will get the whole answers of the question answers from this video only, and the diagrams already given in your book, so do it from there, as well as concentrate on your study. This was my whole topic. Hope you understood. Thank you very much.